Last summer, I was gearing up for a big hitchhiking and urban camping trip through Japan. This video tells the story of how instead, through several unexpected twists, I ended up living on a boat and sailing the Mediterranean with someone who inspired the beginnings of my very own van life adventure. So here it is from the top. A few weeks before my departure to the land of the rising sun, I got the chance for a collaboration with fellow YouTuber and climber extraordinaire, Kaya Lindsay. There was some serious anxiety heading into Indian Creek. But looking back, I am so thankful for this solo female badass and her crew for showing me my very first time on the rocks.
You're eventually gonna have to get in there.
Okay. Thumbs up. Both hands in there.
Yeah, both hands, both feet.
Both hands, both feet. Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
Look at that. You're freaking crack climbing. Holy shit.
Pretty natural.
It never ceases to amaze me how many incredible people are out there in the world.
Goodbye, Indian Creek. Goodbye, Kaya and Mike. Goodbye to Lyra, the van. Oh. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for everything.
Good luck on the road.
And then, after months of prep, at long last I was days away from an adventure I'd been dreaming about for years. Going to a place in search of some unknown destiny which I'd seen sign after sign about for months on end. But real life suddenly had different plans. A nasty surprise that put everything into perspective. So I canceled my flight and stayed in Carson City while my dad recovered. There were plenty of times I felt pretty small and useless. But I think getting to the other side of all that was some adventure in itself. Healing was done on a few different fronts by more than one person. Enough even that my dad filmed all the shots you see here now.
I'll take the cheap seats, for my company don't come served inside a glass.
So I continued to meet good people right in my backyard and do the only thing I know how to: tell their stories.
Old man in the sea, doing what you were born to.
Had a chance to link up with one of my friends here in Reno. His name is John, and he invited me out to volunteer at something called Moon Rabbit Cafe.
Members of the temple that came to the conclusion or the idea that having this whole facility and having a nice kitchen, we could have some kind of pay what you can cafe.
And then, on a random, unassuming day on Instagram, I was invited out by someone who was effectively a total stranger on the adventure of a lifetime.
I boarded my first flight in Reno last night at 11:30. The plan was to fly into New York, arrive at 8 a.m., and things were going good. You know, we were actually early. We were set to arrive at 7 a.m., and then a massive thunderstorm rolled into New York City. So that definitely throws a wrench in the plan because my flight from New York to Athens is at 12:45, and we're currently in Buffalo, New York, which is 8 hours away from JFK. So one way or another, I will get there. Dylan, I'm coming for you. We're gonna be sailing the Black Sea very, very soon. This whole 36 hours on flights and airports thing just got a teeny bit more complicated. Things have kind of gone from a little bad to really bad. The booking agents on the phone for Norwegian, and they said that they weren't gonna give me a new ticket for their later flight, that I'd have to pay full price for their flight later on at 11 p.m., which is about $1,100. So that's not exactly something that I can afford. Pretty exhausted. I don't know. these things kind of always tend to work out, and even if they don't, it ends up becoming what should be. So I'm staying hopeful, keeping positive no matter what. You know, it's just another part of the adventure. I boarded the flight to JFK. We'll see what happens. As usual, nothing is going according to plan at this point. I'm not going to make the 12:45 flight to London. So that means I'll be spending over 48 hours in airports and planes. Okay, made it into JFK. Definitely missed my flight. So I'm headed to the Norwegian ticket counter to see if they can help me out at all. Norwegian Air was not able to send me on the next flight. So basically I just got the cheapest flight to Athens, which goes through Morocco. It's be in a 12-hour layover in Morocco tomorrow, which means we're gonna have to spend either another 2 nights in airports or book a hotel room. Currently in New York, so yeah, I don't know, I'm just calling some people and seeing if I can spend the night at their place. Doing my best not to freak out. I'm tired. Yeah, it's a little shitty, not gonna lie. I'm being really sad and down on myself, but that's not fair. I'm alive. This isn't the worst thing in the world. I think I'm just gonna go get some food, go get a beer. I deserve it. Money is just money. At the end of the day, I only spent $860 for Brian from the Nowhere Man. Yeah, Brian. He just sent me his address. He's letting me stay there. Oh, yes. Might have missed my flight, but at least we're getting a really, really beautiful sunset. Yo, buddy, I'm right outside.
You are? Okay, I'm like 2 blocks away. I was just going for a little walk.
Oh, no stress. See you in a bit.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good, brother. Peace. What's going on, brother?
I mean, you get this creamsicle sorbet sky with the Empire State Building.
Hey, look at this guy. What's up, dude?
That's your bed, Troy.
So graciously given. Thank you, guys. Seriously, thank you.
Never been on a camera before.
Good morning. Currently in the Nowhere Man's apartment. Brian and I got tacos last night. I'm gonna take a shower real quick and get to the airport.
See you, man. Great having you.
Thank you for everything.
Enjoy your adventures.
Love you, brother. Flight leaves in 3 hours, so just gonna go through security, check in, and get going. I'm flying to Casablanca, 12-hour layover, but I don't think I'm gonna go see the city. I really wanted to go see the mosque there, not going to, and I'll tell you why in a second, but let me board the flight first. Yeah, I've spent like an hour and a half at TSA, so whew, thank Lord I arrived early. Basically, I'm bringing like 7 hard drives, massive hard drives in that bag for Dylan for footage. And to protect them, I wrapped them in my clothes, so they were all bundled up. And yeah, apparently that looks pretty suspicious, but on the plane, boarding, and home free.
Who do you think of when it's just you and
landed in Morocco, I thought I was gonna have to sleep on the airport floor, and I was fully prepared to do so. But apparently, a hotel is included with my ticket. And I don't know how much you guys saw, but I was recording and there was somebody in there. I'm gonna go back downstairs and get an actual room that's empty. Wow, that was awkward. Holy hell. Oh my god. Enjoying a quick cappuccino before my flight to Athens. Leaves in about 2 hours. So the reason that I didn't go anywhere, didn't really leave the airport except for the hotel that I got surprised booked at, is because I didn't just want to take a taxi and have my only impression of Morocco be just, you know, going to the most beautiful place, snapping some photos and leaving. It does take away the magic of seeing a place if it's rushed or if you're just going somewhere just for the spectacle of it. You know, travel is entirely about the journey and how you get there. So, as far as I'm concerned, have not seen Morocco at all. I've not seen Casablanca at all. Definitely will in the future. So, until then, cheers to finally making it aboard and getting to Athens.
Time and time again, there's one lesson which always leaves me speechless. That whatever you ask from the world can become so much more than you ever imagined.